The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles, they're good. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Xander Horvath punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers 14, Ravens nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's how you shake up the interception and throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. simple on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will have the Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They run on first down as they get about 3. Forthcoming.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Ravens 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And some space here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That good for 19 and a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert going deep here for Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 31 yards. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
You give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert on 3rd down now. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Running on 1st down, Eckler knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch. They're made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Hey, report! Report! Hey! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up! Hey, shot!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back. And Andrews lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
From his own end zone, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw from his end zone. Herbert.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Eckler now between the tackles. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Hey, hey. Report, report. Middle.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Look at the big fella go. And in for the Ravens touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point. That cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 69 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, man. It's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
13.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Change it. Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 9.
Jackson now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
34 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
62 yards.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And now the kick is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. There he goes right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, very often you can point to one play being the difference in a game, Charles, and this might very well be the one right there.
And an extra point is supposed to be simple, but when you don't protect well and that breaks down, it becomes that much harder, and that costs them.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to snip that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass him. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
To about the 48-yard line.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
No, we change it. Hey, middle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
13. Hey, shot. 180. Hey, shot.
Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Williams brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready.